We're live. Welcome everybody once again to Quest and Quill, Facing the Frontier. This week's episode, Night Fuel. I was going to name it something else, but that's the one that I guess stuck this afternoon. In the last week's episode, the party exited the underground flooded basement system that had now turned into a collapsed house and started to form somewhat of a sinkhole. They were surrounded by bluecoats who promptly confiscated the head of the creature that they had slain. Irritated, they went to bathe themselves and wash off all the muck, where they found themselves mocked by a strange bard fellow, a certain Havel de Masville, who then proceeded to make acquaintance with them, chat with them, get drinks, and buy them many eels, and then helped them with their quest of waking up the poor little hedgehogkin pups. They went to an old friend, a Delta legend, Haggy, the swamp witch, and she helped them, and indeed was able to wake the pups up, though they owe her a debt, as yet to be undetermined. From there, they returned to drink and celebrate, back at the Best in the West Tavern. Unfortunately, there was some spells exchanged, and then some words, and then some grapples, and Havel left in a rather large huff, exiting the inn to be greeted by a mysterious hooded figure. And I think we'll leave it there to return back to the party. Aslan, Lula, and John, in the aftermath of this small exchange. I believe the last thing John said was something along the lines of, Aslan, if that happens again, I need you to back me up. But John, if you wanna correct me on what you actually said.
Yeah. So once Havel closes the door, John would breathe deep and sigh out, shaking his head, bending over to grab the chair and sit it upright before he sits into it once more. And then he looks to Aslan and he says, yeah, man, if someone's, on top of me and stuff, I need you to help me out and get them off at the very least. But it's okay, buddy. You were confused. But man, what is he hiding? Why was he so desperate? Not let me know. He says, looking to the door.
Well, I want to know is who started it first? Who did the first magic thing first? Our thing.
Well, I was gonna try and read his thoughts. I don't want to do it, without his knowledge. So I let him hear the words. But that's when he jumped on me.
The words? What words?
That jibber jabber that I speak. When I go to use my powers. I don't really know what I'm saying, to be honest. I just know that they work.
Maybe he was just scared then.
He looked more angry than anything. He was threatening me, telling me to never do that again. While he was on the ground, I don't know if you. Well, I was on the ground. I don't know if you heard him.
Yeah, something like that. Hey, I think in the future, well, who knows how people are gonna react, to be sure, but yeah, you can never know these things. Just, who am I to judge? What do I know? I fucking failed on grappling him. I am not in the best of moods right now.
Just a single, like, little line of blood coming out of Lula's nose.
Aslan will check it, inspect it a little bit before realizing it's okay. And then he'll ask, "So, what now?"
John looks around. He says, "For many people short now. It's only the three of us and three of them." He goes and gestures with his head towards the cubs. And he says, "Well, guess we ought to bring them back." I think Havel mentioned that there might be other hives in the area, but I don't know if he really meant that. And we have no idea where they might be. So if he's not around, then there's no reason for us to stay. It'll be safest if we, at the very least, bring them back. I'm not sure how many babysitters there are here in the Delta.
Well, I guess only one thing to do then.
Have a drink, he says, lifting an empty glass from the table.
He looks at it and he's like, okay. He reluctantly drinks.
A boy. He doesn't take a bottle of a whiskey, and he gives him a small shot, an average size shot. And then he gives the glass to Aslan. He pours himself a glass, and he pours one for Lula as well, and offers it to her.
Thanks.
Cheers, friends.
Cheers.
You know what?
Cheers.
Maybe we should go grab Trent as well. I wonder where he went. Maybe he went back to the mud dock to drink. The mud bank, I mean.
Well, we could check, I guess.
Yeah, I think we could perhaps bring him with us up north. He could stay at the ranch. I know you said you didn't really want that before, Lula, but he's a good man. He's reliable. He's useful. I think he could be of help at the ranch, and I don't think he should stay in Delta because he's a fugitive. After last night.
You're right.
After yesterday.
I just forgot about him. I feel kind of bad. Oh.
Yeah. So you're okay with that? You think Pa would take him in?
Most definitely, yes. Well, he'll take him in. Trent seems to be the type of fellow that would do some good work. Yeah, it'll be worthwhile.
Maybe just keep him away from the hooch.
Pa will figure that out. Don't worry about that.
Not everyone can hold their liquor. He says, swilling the whiskey within his glass and downing it. All right. So I guess they kind of take it easy for the evening, and they would probably go to sleep unless someone shows up before that happens.
As you guys are taking it easy, I'm sure you hear a rap on the door. If Havel would like to pick up.
Hello? Knock on the door.
Hello there. Is anyone there?
John's like, "Who's that?" He walks up to the door and he leans up against it and he says, "Who is it?" without opening it yet?
I'm a weary traveler. I am
No, wait.
seeking refuge.
I don't think it would be you yet. I guess.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh.
It's not. It wasn't your character.
That wasn't your cue. Wasn't your cue.
Yeah.
No.
BRB.
Good job being
As a-
ready.
Mr. Morello, it's me. Can we talk civilly?
Well, maybe if you ask nicely.
I just asked nicely.
You don't sound very nice. You sound a little hostile.
Well, when you almost got when someone tries to probe their mind or cast a spell without provocation, you'll be a little upset. However, but I'm here to make amends, and I'm more like to talk like civilized gentlemen that we are.
Sure, it might have been a little rude, but it wasn't going to hurt you in any way. It's just clear you have something to hide. We're sure. We can talk if you have something to say, something to explain yourself and your behavior. He goes and he opens up the door, and he's met by John with a serious face.
And a bottle of whiskey. Shall we have that drink?
A nice bottle of whiskey.
John takes the bottle and he looks at it and he inspects the top to see if the seal is broken at all.
Wax
Rupees.
unbroken.
Mm.
Yeah.
He looks to Havel and he gives him a suspicious look, and then he looks back to the bottle and he says, "Well, this is a nice bottle. All right, come in."
Of course, it's a Jack Daniel Johnny Walker brand.
Oh wow!
Black and blue label.
Yeah, I usually stick to Jackie Dockers, but this will be a nice change of pace.
I nod my head to Lula and Aslan, and it's like, I hope I didn't cause too much of a trouble. However,
Not for
when
me.
someone I'm glad that it didn't go anything beyond to what it was before. As I start grabbing the glass, and I grab a fourth glass, I start pouring the whiskey, and I hand out to everybody else, and it's like to make amends to everybody. I'm looking at Aslan. Yeah, yep. John, come on. John, okay.
Now,
As we clink glass, we down it.
he slams the glass back down on the table, and then he leans forward, propping his arms, his elbows on his thighs, and he says, "So, why are you back here, Avel?"
Look, based on the very short time that I've met you, indeed, I was right that you have a good heart, just like myself. And this world is a crazy, mixed up place with evildoers, with evil men. I just want to fix the world. I was still a bad hand in my life, in my youth. It's very hard for me to say, and it's something that I don't feel comfortable talking about. But I've seen horrors in my life, and I don't wish that upon anybody else. I've done it before, but I've done it with cowards and weaklings. Weaklings and cowards, none of you are. And this might be my way to fix the world, but I can't do it by myself, and I need you three's help. So what do you say? Shall we join again? Or shall I just walk out by myself again?
Well, that depends. You say you want to fix the world, but what do you mean by that? Fix the world how?
you see a bad guy, punch him in the face. That type of thing.
Hey, I like that type of thinking.
Yeah. Little side note, I forgot to ask you, Lula, are you really using a bow staff or a staff as a weapon?
Quarterstaff. Yeah, I am. I've admittedly forgotten to use it these recent sessions, but yeah.
Okay, and Aslan, I
But
take
it's
it,
not like her main weapon. She switches it up a lot.
and Aslan, you're primarily melee also?
As far as you can tell.
Okay. All right. So it's like, and that's why I said what I said, Aslan, someone speaks to, ill manner to a kid or a woman and beats them senseless, Aslan could bite his head off. I'm pretty sure you guys seen some evil things in the world, and I just want to fix them.
Yeah, but
Protect the innocents.
good. I mean, we're on the same page there. But we're not really all about the violence. We're about unity. We need to convince people that this threat is real and that it exists. We need to bring it to light. And we need to bring people together, work together so that we can all be unified against this menace.
Yeah, I agree. So, what do you say, Mr. Morello? Shall we join forces or not?
I'll give you another chance, but I still don't fully trust you. You're still not really telling us where you come from or why exactly you wanna come with us. I know you wanna, witness our adventures and be able to write stories and songs about it and whatnot, and that's all great. But I don't know. I still feel like you're keeping secrets, and honestly, I'm not fully satisfied yet with the answers you've given. Is there anything else you can tell us, or shall I check for myself?
Okay. I'll tell you this. Just like anybody in the free world with a free mind and rights, you don't cast something without their permission. You could have simply asked me, and maybe I would have let you. I don't like my mind being violated or people touching me when not asked. But what is it you casting?
I'm gonna read your thoughts and see what's on your mind.
And how far back can you go?
I don't know. I usually use it to, catch an edge at the tables.
Tell you what, normally I would never agree to this. I don't like people messing with my head.
I won't change anything.
But I will let you this time, and one time only.
You definitely see a slow smirk slowly growing on his lips.
And
Very well then. He stands up in his chair, begins to lower his glasses.
I take my rapier and I toss it to the floor.
All right. Now look into my eyes and do not resist. En shotavan e kutsama e kontatanayo. And his eyes begin to glow, and you see dark specks swirl around his iris as his eyes glow a bright green. And all of a sudden, you begin to hear like dark whispers throughout the corners of the room. And so if you don't resist,
sorry, I was just providing background noises.
and then I guess you would also see like the rest of the room like would blacken to the point where the only thing you see is the two green glowing lights of John's eyes.
The small oil lamps seem to dim.
Yeah, as he dives into your mind.
Now I have a question about the tech talk.
Yeah.
Everything is review on the surface, or can I manipulate it? I can't, right?
So here. Well, if you want to manipulate it, I would say you go ahead and roll wisdom. DC 17.
Okay, so the only thing I'm going to try to
get insight into something that looms large on your mind and your emotional state and the reasoning behind your like all of this. That's it.
Okay, you probably hear. I'm going to allow you to hear my discussions with you. You're going to get the sense of, damn, that troll boy is really tough. Animosity for it's like not really hatred, but a little bit of animosity and a little bit of jealousy towards John. But widely accepting, a little bit of fearful from Aslan because of how big he is, but genuinely like Aslan and Lula. Respects John, a little bit jealous of John, and a little bit of hatred for John. You'll hear him loving about his stage, his puppetry, his act, the appreciation of the arts, the love for the city, and that's what you're getting on the surface.
All right.
Anything else? I mean, if you try to get deeper, which I don't think the spell allows you to,
Well, John,
it's like
John would try and focus as to like why he's so interested in the party. If he has like some animosity towards himself.
The closer you get to it, you try to walk this like hallway and try to get to it. You hear like a mixing of the voices between Havo and another voice saying, "Yeah,
Saying, you keep an eye on them, right?"
it's like, well, they're not letting up. I mean, you're gonna get bits. Well, you know what? Let me roll my wisdom save.
So
make friends.
So as soon as John perceives this, he would telepathically speak to you, and he would say, "Who's that? Who are you talking to? What are you saying? Let me hear."
Listen here, I can get you what you want, but you have to do me a favor. We got some people that we're interested in. Maybe you scratch my back, I scratch yours.
Apple, who is this?
And I say that this is a working friend from the Delta. He's another local boy.
Yeah,
You recognize the voice.
it's Donnie. So you're friends with Donnie, huh?
Hey!
You know Donnie?
Yeah, somewhat.
I turn to you, like, my disembodied voice looking at your disembodied voice. Who's he? Who's he to you?
Here's just a contact from an employer.
The Ark?
That's classified.
Oh no! Oh no! No. Listen here. Listen here, boy. You say you want to trust me, and you got secrets. Spill yours.
You came to us. Don't forget that.
And trust is a two-way street. Now, you want this relation to work? It's a two-way street.
Yeah,
Spill
but
it.
you came to us. And look at all the legs that I've had to go through to get this info out of you.
You were gonna do it anyway. So what's the problem?
You guys are. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt. Continue.
You're good. What were you gonna say?
No. I didn't want to interrupt. Continue. Yeah.
Right, so John says, why are they asking you to keep an eye on us? What's up with that?
Look, as to the intentions, why? I really don't know. I'm just trying to get a good sweet gig on the new the new train system that's being built between was it Colony City and what's the one up north?
Baygate.
Baygate. Supposedly the new line has this really large dining cart and it's supposed to be a sweet coin. And that's why I'm trying to get at. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. I still want to do good in the world. But, ultimately to get the finer things in life, I want to be on that cart. I want to be the main act.
You hear the surface thoughts coming. Sorry, you hear the surface thoughts coming through as he's giving this excuse of Donnie's voice going, "Yeah, city's not as safe as it used to be, you know."
Oh.
Strange folks out these days. Sorry, I didn't want to take the thunder away from what.
No,
You're
good.
From what
You're
Havel
good.
just
You're
said.
good. I just know the arc has interest in you. As to what, I really don't know, and honestly, I don't care. I just need that gig.
Why would the ARC be interested in us?
I don't know. Maybe they like your hair. I don't know. They like the classes. You look mysterious. I don't know. I just know that they're powerful men with powerful people, and we're just pawns in their game. So I'm just playing the game.
Right.
Now,
I was
They're having this
but I guess I'll keep it to myself.
as they're having this conversation, you guys are deeply locked inside Havel's mind. And the other two hear another knock at the door.
Do you want to get this, Aslan? I mean, do you want to get this, Aslan?
He looks at Lula for like a second and he shakes his head.
Okay.
He goes hide in the corner.
Are the babies still on, with us still?
Yes, they're on one of the couches.
Aslan, hide the babies. Hide them. I'll answer the door.
He goes and picks up the cubs and goes hide in the corner.
There's like the master bedroom that's connected to the suite. What did we decide? The penthouse. And then there's the second bedroom, which has twin beds in it.
Okay, so then he'll just go to the second bedroom.
Good man.
Yeah.
Lula goes to open the door.
You guys hear this vaguely around you happening, but you're still somewhat wrapped up in the conversation in each other's minds, I would say.
Yeah. John would probably assume that the noises are coming from within Havel's mind.
Lula, you hear a voice behind the door. Knock, knock.
Who is it?
Guests.
That's a funny name.
Mr. Barnaby sent us up.
Oh, Mr. Barnaby. Okay. Opens the door.
As you open the door, a foot is slammed through and jams the way, so you can't close it. And a large, hairy hand goes through as you notice a slightly crazy cocked eye. It says, Hello there, I heard you were having a party. And slams the door open as two men make their way inside. The slam is a little bit louder. You guys do hear it inside the head, however, you're still locked in.
Oh,
The two individuals are dressed rather ruggedly. Dust on their clothes, like leather boots, brown leather skinker jackets, and wearing red bandanas. The one looks oddly familiar to you, Bula. And he looks you up and down, and he looks at the two sitting in the corner, staring into each other's eyes, and he goes, "Well, I heard you was a weird bunch." And his friend smiles and goes, "So can we gut them yet?"
I see. Okay. Luna's going to readjust herself and also size up the two individuals, and she's going to say to them, you know what? You two gentlemen look like you're in need of some entertainment for tonight. So how about you two guys and we take this downstairs, huh? Let's keep this nice, wonderful house in pristine condition. Let's take this outside. Have the nice night air. Fill our lungs for a nice, ripe fight.
He sort of looks at you and he goes, "What makes you think we was gonna be fair? Don't worry."
Oh,
And he pulls out his long stiletto dagger. "We won't make a mess." As he does this, you notice from the balcony another two figures seem to emerge over the edge. It seems that people have climbed onto the balcony as well.
okay. Well, since this is the case, Lula's going to respond with the man who pulled out that stiletto dagger or knife to say, "Well, I see what you mean now," and she's gonna slightly cock her head back, her head back, and say, "Guys, we've been made! We've been made! We're surrounded!"
You guys can hear this going on. I think in order for Havel to break out, he will need to make the save, right? Because it's the same as resisting. Unless John drops it first.
John would most likely drop it.
Okay,
if he
yeah.
hears like shouting, from his physical ears. Yeah, John
Lula's shouting.
tap to it and look around confused and be like, who are you?
You snap out of it, and as you snap out of it, the man launches himself at Lula and says, "Quiet, little girl," and tries to stab her with the stiletto dagger. His compatriot sort of dodges to the side, and the fight has begun. To cut away for a second before we begin, Angios, you have been following the spirit's guidance deeper into the city than you've ever been before, taking the form of your giant eagle, if I think that would be appropriate, right? Being pulled towards this location, this spirit, this energy that guides you. As the spirits call to you, and then they start shouting and screaming in distress, that shit's going down. And you hear this voice that's been guiding you for so long, this ancient snapping turtle folk ancestor in his "Go down, swamp donkey, by your accent. They in trouble now. You're gonna have to go down." And as you circle over this location that you've seen the party at, you indeed see two figures have climbed their way onto the balcony, and the third is making his way up the rope as you circle over top. With that, the fight has begun. We can go in initiative order. So, John, you snapped out of it. You're up first.
Hey.
I don't see anything in Owlbear Rodeo.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. Should load in now. Because the map reloaded, all of the tokens didn't load. Sorry, give me a second.
No problem.
I need to put them back down.
This is what I get for not having my shield on me.
Always be prepared. Always.
Yeah, you got to sleep with your shields. You know, no excuses.
You ever heard of a thing called 1 minute man? You get ready in 1 minute. Everything on.
Mm.
With a fancy schmancy. I was drinking, having a good time, fancy schmancy. Did not expect to get shanked. Wait.
I think we would chill in this like this couch over here.
Yep, that's about right.
Yeah.
Lula, you would have been closer to the door, but like somewhat backed away as they,
Okay.
you know, made their way, and you can back away as much as you deem fit. That's sort of your decision.
I want to try to keep the guys away from everyone else. Well, the guys that I can see at the very least.
Mhm.
So I'm not backing away much.
Okay. Well, you can see those two, and you can see these two. Your companion, who is this token here, is flying high in the air. I will say you're a dash action away from the balcony. Does that make sense, Angus? What-
Yeah.
How much speed do you have with the giant eagle?
Give me 1 sec. Giant eagle right here. Speed. I got 10 foot. Flying's 80 feet.
Flying is 80 feet. Okay.
Yeah.
Shit, you don't even need a dash action. You're a movement away from it. That's a lot more than I was expecting. With that, John, you're up. The door has been breached.
For the balcony, it swings open. Okay.
Oh, no, the balcony door is. Yeah, no, the balcony door would swing open at the same time as one of them barges through. The other one has made it on top.
John looks left, and then he looks right. I guess he would shout, "Aslan, we're under attack!" And then he would go over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then he's gonna cast a hypnotic pattern in a 30-foot cube on the 3 on the
Ooh.
balcony.
So this one, sorry, I put him on the wrong side. He's still climbing up.
Okay. But oh, so he can't hit that one. It's a 30-foot cube.
I think it does it hit him if he's like behind the surface. He can't like see it.
Let me see if he needs line of sight on it.
Okay.
No, it's just anyone in the area.
Okay, then 30-foot cube. As far as I can tell, the first one and the last one are 35 feet away from each other, and he's also down a little bit.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, so it hit the first two.
Yeah. So no, you know what? In that case, if I can't hit all 3, fuck that. I'm gonna run down instead. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me check the range on this. Oh, nice, 120 feet. Yeah, I can definitely hit those 2 down by Lula. So he's gonna target those 2 instead.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna lower his glasses and he's gonna say, "Ugatsana, Uchita," and a large swirling sphere of green psychic fire materializes in front of them, and then it explodes in a shower of sparks. And they need to give me a DC 17 Wisdom save.
Both of them?
Yeah.
Let me get a different colored dice. Ooh. So, main man makes it. Other guy does not.
So other guy is incapacitated.
Nice. Okay.
And actually, do you mind if I use my if I quicken cast that?
Sure. Yep.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna use my 2 meta magic points to quicken cast that, and then I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast on the dude that didn't get affected, main guy.
Okay.
And roll for that. Does a 14 hit?
It does not, unfortunately.
All right, so that's a miss. And then a second part of the beam, he redirects it. Another 14. All right, yeah, it just goes wide. The guy's too quick, and he strikes the door behind him instead, putting a hole through it.
As the guy's dashing towards Lula and the things get lashed in his direction, he, as the green beams flash over his head, this vengeance in his eyes, and the cold steel dagger in his hand.
And that's John's turn.
With that, Aslan, you hear the commotion coming from the other side of the door.
I think Aslan will raise his ears, and then he would walk the cubs at the bed, drop them off at the bed, and he would say in Beast Folk, "Wait here, don't go anywhere." And he's gonna like tuck him underneath a blanket, very gently. And then as soon as the 7-foot tall Leonin gently puts down 3 cubs down onto the bed, he's gonna draw 2 battle axes and just start running towards the door. And he's gonna kick the door open.
Okay.
Does the door break?
You can roll for it. It's not a very high DC. To smash it down in your rage.
Oh damn! It was a 1.
There's a 1. The door does not break. It's a penthouse. You know, these are reasonably nice, you know, like good quality doors. You just like
It's
sort of
oak wood.
bash it.
Solid
Yeah.
oak wood doors.
Then he's just gonna push the door open with his leg as he steps into the room, and he's like, "What's happening?"
Okay.
And he's gonna look around the room, and he's gonna spot the nearest guy that's not familiar to him, and just jump on the top of the table, rage, and then jump on him.
Okay. That's a lot of movement.
All right.
From the bed, there.
From the bed to the door is 40 feet.
30.
30 feet.
I'm giving you 30. 40, you're right. Yeah, 40.
And then I have another 30 to the mob, but I can reach there with feral instinct, or sorry, instinctive pounce.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So as he walks up to the table and he's just right up out of movement, he's gonna rage, and as he rages and he roars with a very loud lion roar, roar! And he's gonna jump from the table and pounce on top of the guy with his 2 battle axes.
Yeah.
Nice.
And he's gonna reckless attack.
Okay then.
So the first attack hits him for 12 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second one hits for 12 damage.
You sink this guy. Opening through the doorway, dude bashes in. He's got a wild look on his face. He seems to be holding an axe in his hands. He gets melted immediately.
Yeah. So I guess once he chops off this guy's limbs, he's gonna see the guy behind him and jump him as well. And go for 1 more strike.
Okay.
He misses that one though.
But so now he's out on the balcony, striking at the other guy. As the guy sees his friend do this guy has like what seems like a long, skinny, crude blade, and he sees this happen. The axe gets swung above his head, and he just pulls a. Uh-oh.
That's it.
That's it? Then I believe that it is Angios' turn.
All right.
All right. Where am I positioned at right now?
You are about 50 feet above the balcony in the form of a giant eagle.
Oh, okay.
And you're
so
watching these
moving.
guys sneak in.
All right, and I have no affiliation with no party members at all right now.
Well, you were sent to help us.
Yeah,
Okay, that's what I thought.
the spirits did give you guidance and show, and as I said, they're
Okay.
like, now's the time to wrong voice.
Yeah.
Now's the time to go help out.
So I guess I'm just gonna try and fly as fast as I can through the nearest opening window, and just try to morph back into human form as I go through that window.
Well, I
So
think that,
where you are is in front of the balcony.
Okay.
yeah, that's a balcony right there.
This guy right here.
Yeah, in
He
the top.
is climbing. He's climbing up a rope on the side of the building.
Oh, I thought I was flying in as an eagle.
No, that guy is not you.
Oh, lame. All right, so I climb up through the rope.
No.
Yeah.
You're flying as an eagle.
You're
The guy, that other token is not you. That guy's climbing up a rope, climbing up the building.
All right, I'm gonna fly up towards him and try to attack him with my talons.
Okay.
Going hard.
So you got to look in the giant eagle, and you got to see what your modifier is.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Okay, talons, weapon melee attack +5 on hit, reach is 5 feet,
Yeah,
one target.
So just roll in the bottom left. Just roll a d20 and add +5.
As this eagle.
2, so I got 7.
That's a miss. You have multi-attack though, so you can attack with your beak as well.
Yeah, I'm going for that.
So it's another roll +5.
Oh my god. 12.
Hey, at least you're progressing.
12 total or 12?
Yeah,
bugger.
12 total.
Unfortunately, that's a miss, but this guy is like hanging on the rope by dear life. For dear life.
But you still have your
Come
movement.
on. Yeah, I'm just gonna move in closer to his area. Was it 5 feet?
Oh wait, you would take an attack of opportunity though, because you don't have flyby. The giant. If you move away from him.
Are
you saying you're staying close to him though, is what you said, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to get closer.
All right, is that your turn?
Yeah.
Cool, good to know. I think that means that it is me. First thing that happens, Angios, as this guy is climbing the rope, and a giant eagle comes and above his head, freaking this guy out. He's just like, "Fucking bird!" And he pulls himself away, wraps the rope around his arm, and jumps off of the building, trying to slash at you with what seems like another of these long, skinny stiletto daggers. For a total of 13. What's your AC as a giant eagle?
It's 13.
13 makes it.
Armor class is 13. Yeah, 13.
Dang it. That means he does 8 damage, and you feel a strange through your body as your muscles and your blood seem to ache from the wound immediately. Damn it.
Does it need to roll a con save?
Yeah, you do.
So yeah, so roll a d20.
Sorry.
It's +1.
I'm just double reading this thing quickly. Yeah, you need an immediate con save, please.
19, so 20.
Makes it.
Yes. Caw!
All right.
Like how this guy is like he's just trying to do a murder here, and all of a sudden just a random bird out of nowhere just starts fucking attacking him.
It's in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Aslan,
Go for the eyes.
the one in front of you, sees you. He's holding this long, crude iron dagger. He's just watched you murk his friend. He goes, "Back." And then he tries to do a clever attack to position himself behind you. That's a 14 total, which misses, right?
Did you roll with advantage?
Oh, reckless attack. I did not roll with advantage. That's a 15 total.
Still not a hit.
Still not a hit, yeah. However, he's able to maneuver himself next to his friend in the doorway and try and like sneak around you as he's making this attack. He's then going to use his multi-attack to try again with a natural 19, so that definitely hits.
Okay.
4 damage, and I need a con save from you, please.
Okay. That's a 24.
That makes it.
I would say as he does this fancy move, Aslan is just watching him as he turns around him and stabs him in the leg. Or he goes to stab him in the chest, and Aslan just goes like this as an alpha move.
Stab me, motherfucker! I dare you.
And then the stab ever so slightly goes through his thick abs.
The other fellow is dead. The other one is incapacitated currently. And the last one, seemingly the man who spoke, now with his stiletto dagger, says, "You did this, don't make it harder than it needs to be." As he launches himself at Lula, making his first attack, which is a 15 total.
Ah, shit. Yeah.
You missing that shield now, ain't you?
Yeah.
That is 6 damage, and I need a con save from you, please.
Oh, sure. Okay. 6 damage. Con save. Con. Saving throw. Got it. That is 24.
That makes it. He takes the multi-attack again, though, and misses.
Oh.
As he's just trying to slash at you and goes, "Come on, I'm just trying to do justice."
You suck.
And because the last guy's incapacitated, that's my turn.
Top of
Okay,
the
so-
round.
No, not top
Sorry,
of the round. Don't get so excited. It's Lula.
and then Hubble.
Oops.
So the guy's in front of me, right?
Sorry, didn't I move him? My bad.
No, at least on my screen, not yet. Okay. Well, since he's trying to deliver some justice, Lula's gonna deliver some justice of her own. She's got a hand axe on her, so she'll just use that. Why not? And yeah, roll to hit. Does 12 make it?
Does not, unfortunately.
Okay, well, she whiffed that one, and she recomposes herself, and she swings again for an 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Hell yeah, and that connected quite nicely, and a nice slashing damage of 5.
5. That's not a bad hit.
Yeah. And if I had a shield, I could have done Shield Master Shove, but I'm shit out of luck. Enter.
All right. That means it's Havel the Muskerville. Muskerville.
Basketball. 2, 3, 4, 6. Yeah, it's gonna be too far. Okay, I'm hearing the ruckus. I grab my rapier that's beside me. And
You did throw it on the
1,
floor.
2.
You did specify.
Yeah, well, I threw it. I dropped it on my feet or by me. All right, but and 1,
Continue.
2, 3, 4, 5. I hop around. I look around the corner and I see this like dead body. I'm like, yeah. And I see Aslan, with his 2 axes. I'm like, oh shit. All right. And I am gonna cast. You know what? How hard does this target look in front of Aslan? Not the dead one, but the other one. Took a minor hit, right?
No, he hasn't been hit.
Oh, it hasn't been hit. So I'm gonna cast Distant Whisper. I need a Wisdom saving throw.
Yes, sir. That is a 9. I don't think he has any minuses on that, and I can't be bothered to check.
A 9?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna fail. He's gonna take 19 points of damage.
19 points of damage.
Yes.
Does everybody want to help me with the dissonant whispers noises? So you're
Uh,
not good enough. You've never been good enough. Your father is disappointed in you. He's hated you forever. All of your worst insecurities just emotional damage.
Yeah, and you know I add in it's like you're gonna be kitty litter food. You just don't. You make poor choices in life. This is one of them.
Prepare to be a furball.
Yes. And
Dude,
I gonna do that.
That's the most brutal dissonant whispers I've ever seen. I've never done 19 with a dissonant whispers. I love. Oh my goodness, how? It was a good roll, huh?
It's a real. Oh, you know what? It's not 19. It's 16. I saw it as a 9. It's 646. I apologize.
Okay, that makes a big difference. I'm just saying.
No, because you know what? It's 3d6. There's no way you can get 19 on 3d6. It's mathematically impossible.
I was thinking about the math, but it was taking me longer to get there because I'm not a math guy.
I assumed you upcasted it. Was my assumption.
No. I did on the base level.
16.
No, 60. I apologize.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah,
The virtual dice got me.
Are you number dyslexic? Because I think I am. Anyway, is that your turn?
Yes, that's it.
Top of the round. John, you're up.
let's go.
Your spell lasts until now, right?
No, it lasts a minute.
A minute? Okay, so he's buggered.
Or until
Got
he
it.
takes damage or someone else uses their action to shake him awake.
Got it.
Yeah. It is concentration though, which I have advantage against. But so he would say, "Get off my friend," as he steps forward and tries to Eldritch Blast him.
Okay. What a surprise. He's
That's a 12. Second part of the beam, that's another 12. Well, what is happening? God damn. 4 attacks missed in a row. Goodness sake. All right. And then he's going to use his bonus action to try and knock him prone. I need a DC 15 strength save, or he's knocked prone.
That's natural 15.
All right, so he passes that as well, because why not? And that's John's turn.
I'm sorry, man.
I tried.
Aww.
Oh, he only gets 2 Eldritch Beams. That's all he has. Oh man, Warlock. I think Warlock might need some redesign. Sorry.
I need reckless attack or something.
With that, it is Aslan.
Speaking of which, he's gonna reckless attack this guy
Angios, you're up
to him.
next. Okay, please do.
Yeah, it's it for 7 damage.
Okay. How do you want to end this man's entire life?
It wasn't a crazy hit or anything, so I think he's just gonna bop him on the head, and the axe is gonna go just deep enough that it caves in all the way to his eyebrows.
Yeah, I mean his mind was already filled with all of like this crazy shit, and while he dodged the first attack, his dagger was still held out, and he's just standing there. He's like, "What do you mean my father never loved me?"
And as he does that, he's gonna like pull off his axe and shake it a little bit. Does he notice the guy climbing up the balcony?
You do notice the rope and the double hook.
And the bird.
Yeah, and a giant fucking eagle going, wings flapping everywhere. Shit going cray down there.
Yeah, he's gonna furl his brows a little bit, like what the heck is going on, and he's just gonna walk over to the rope and chop it.
Okay. He was 30 feet above the ground. I love that. he will fall on his turn.
Okay.
As the rope is disconnected, he's like, "Oh,
That's 15 feet to chop the rope, and then I guess we're gonna run as far as he can to the rest of the party.
Hey,
gotcha."
As he runs past Havel, I think he makes it about here,
Mm-hmm.
and that's his turn.
Okay, good to know. That means Angios. The rope has been cut. The individual is Looney Tunes, it falling in the air.
The three on the balcony over here, those are enemies, right?
So these two on the balcony here have just been put out of their misery, and the last
Okay.
one is if you would like
And
to describe yourself, Havel.
He's in a dining room.
Yeah. So, and how you pronounce it again? Angios.
Angios, yeah.
Angios.
Angios. So Angios, you see, oh, you're not from the city. So you see a guy. You don't have my recent avatar. A guy
Just a
with
brief description. Just a brief description.
a guy that's is wearing super fine clothes that's really, really worn out, and with a mask on.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna move further into the party. That's about like what, 15, 30 feet right there?
Yes.
All right. I guess I'm gonna polymorph back into my human form. Is that taking
Wild shape.
action? Say it again.
I think to wild shape, not polymorph.
Okay.
Sorry, it's been so long since I've looked at Druid. It's nothing to drop it, right? So you don't have, doesn't even take a bonus action to drop it, does it?
I don't think so.
It's
I didn't mention.
Yeah, it's a free action.
Free action to revert back to human, but to wild shape back in.
Polymorph is an action. To wild shape is an action, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna wash it back into human.
Do it as a bonus action.
Yeah.
Just like that.
All right. So,
All right, so the three bodies next to me are dead, pretty much.
two.
The two bodies, yeah.
Two. Okay. That one's
Havel's-
still alive. All right. I'm gonna use conjure animals. I can just summon up to 2 rank 1 apes. So I'm gonna get 2 apes.
Okay.
Do I get like tokens or something, or do I have to do this?
I wish you'd give me a bit of warning, but I can put something up quickly.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm still gonna have it surrounded one guy because I can put within visual space.
So
Are they summoned out of thin air?
Yes, they are. They are. Hey, let me read real quick. The conjure spell. All right.
Yeah. It's a Fae. He's summoning Faes.
Oh, they're
Yeah,
fake
fey
creatures?
spirits that take form of beasts and appear to unoccupied spaces. Yeah, so since I'm getting I get to choose up to 1 challenge rate and 2, or I can get up to 2 challenge rate and 1. So I'm getting 2.
Yeah.
Yes,
Two
I'm getting
apes.
2 1s. Yeah, 2 apes.
Okay, let me see if I can quickly find an ape in the meantime. Tell me where you want to put them, what you want to do.
It's literally one's gonna be one to the right of the individual, the other one's gonna be behind the individual.
You're talking about Havel here.
Yeah. So like
Okay.
right here and right here.
Okay.
And from that point, you're gonna commence attack.
Okay.
All right. So as a multi-attack, the ape attacks with 2 first
Wait.
attacks.
Havel is
Wait a
friendly.
second. What?
Are you
Havel
attacking?
is friendly.
Yeah.
Havel is friendly, dude.
Yeah, they're friendly. Yes, they're friendly to me and my companions.
Yeah.
Don't think.
Havel is part of the group.
Say it again.
Havel is part of the group. Like all the guys near you, like they're dead. Havel is friendly.
Havel's gonna run.
Friendly? Oh shit!
Havel's gonna run in the between
Yeah.
actions and climb the sofa. It's like, you crazy apes, get away from me.
Yeah,
Whoops.
I wasn't going to tell him.
You just summon 2 apes. You don't have them attack Havel.
Yeah, no, I guess not. Now that I know he's a friendly, like, oh shit, Mobby.
They're protecting him aggressively.
They're friendly. Well, I guess I can have them move though, right?
Yep.
That I don't know. No, they roll their own initiative.
Okay, got you.
Let's just do them on your initiative. Because
do them
honestly, otherwise. Sorry?
Yeah, so
Should they get a turn now, or on his next turn they can?
I'll say on next turn probably would be fair.
Yeah, on next turn
It'll
seems
be a little
reasonable to me.
broken, so be able to summon stuff that can immediately attack you.
Yeah, that'll be broken
and
as hell.
For sure.
Alright, so that'll be it for my
Do you
turn.
do anything else? You saying anything? Like you just summon
I'm
up.
silent for now until we kill everybody. Because I'm not even sure if you guys are the right ones yet. If the spirits we're talking about, you guys or someone else.
But does Angio say anything?
No, not at the moment. I'm just assessing.
Silent. Okay.
Okay, then. That means it rolls back around to my turn and Lula up next.
Yep.
The individual in front of Lula looks around, says, well, I guess we ain't gonna do this quiet. At which point...
You've already... can John say something real quick?
Sure.
He says, you've already lost. Surrender and we'll let you live.
He smiles, a nasty grin at both of you.
Yeah.
And then he opens up his leather jacket, where you see a strange metal device with what looks like a ripcord on it.
It's a bomb! John turns to try and run away.
Oh, what?
I'm saying, when you go to get revenge, you gotta dig 2 graves. Theirs and your own. And he puts his hand on the bomb. Then he hesitates.
Don't worry, Havlet, you'll be okay. You have an ape in between you and the blast.
No.
Behind you, behind you,
It's
you
actually
guys hear a short and then a dull thud.
No.
And that's my turn.
oh
Okay, so a ripcord.
Behind us where?
Okay, so
Where the
guys
rope
gotta-
was cut.
What?
Yeah, because
Where the rope was cut. Gravity caught up with.
Gotcha. Thank you.
I love that. So, guy's got a bomb in his thing. Has he started pulling it, or he's about to?
He's holding it.
Oh, so he's holding it. Okay. So that's the case. Okay, fuck it. Don't think. Okay, Lula is going to since he's holding it like this, I presume, right? Lula is going to grapple onto him in a way that restricts his arm movements, so that he's stuck in that position, and Lula is also stuck in that position.
Bear hug.
So he's gonna
Okay.
he's gonna bear hug. He's gonna try and
Yeah.
grab. Okay.
Your father loved you. He was there for you.
What do I need? Strength?
That's a grapple check, yeah.
Grapple. So athletics, acrobatics,
Athletics.
athletics. Got it. Oh, thank you. 24.
That definitely beats him, as you're able to hold him and grab onto him, preventing his movement of his arms.
Yeah.
You are now, however, grappled with this individual.
That's fine. Lula ends her turn by rotating 180 degrees, so the back is his back is facing towards everyone else. So
Okay.
Intern. Sorry.
That means it's Havel. He now
Okay.
finds himself surrounded by these fate.
I'm looking at these apes and I'm like, my eyes are get grows wide open. I turn. I'm like, I go to NGOs and it's like, are you friend or foe? Are you with these guys?
I reply, "Are you protector of the beast?"
It's like, no, I'm protector of a bottle of whiskey and these knuckleheads.
Off character. You guys are protecting a three-headed animal, right?
3 hit.
What?
What was it? What was you guys protecting? What kind of creature?
Hedgehog pups, yes. They're like humanoid beast folk.
And that's what you guys were.
They're
that's what you
baby
guys were protecting,
hedgehog,
right? All right.
but they're not. It's 3 separate animals, not one 3-headed.
Oh,
animal.
okay.
Yeah.
So what were they called again? Trolls?
No, hedgehog folk. We're calling them cubs. Anytime we say cubs, we're referring to.
Okay. So I reply, where are the hedgehog folks at?
The pups? The pups in a safe area. You better state your intentions. Oh, things gonna get a little messy.
You guys hear John shout, "He's got a bomb!"
I think you have other matters to attend to at the moment.
So I started making my way to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The door is still open to the bedroom, right?
That would be my assumption.
Yeah.
What the hell is the bedroom door?
And yeah, I'm just gonna dash into the bedrooms, and that's as far as I could get.
Okay.
So, John, his initial reaction upon seeing the bomb was to turn around and shout that he's got a bomb, and he goes to run away. But then out of the corner of his eye, he notices Lula lunging forward and begins to grapple and hug the attacker. So at this, John instead is going to turn around and try and help Lula, and he is going to try and grab the bomb and like slip it down from under in between them off of the man's chest with his telekinesis.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Is that what, sleight of hand?
Yes. However, I am gonna say his hand was on the bomb, and now you're trying to pull the bomb away. So his hand is on the ripcord. If you pull the bomb,
Oh, gotcha.
just want to make sure that that's clearly understood before you go and Captain America Lula.
No, I didn't know that.
Rooms in 5.
Going out with a bang, right?
So I guess in that case, oh fuck, I guess I'll just knock him prone then, if I can. Just say can't move at all.
I mean, you can. I think you can ask me to go prone, since I've like stopped him.
No. Like he needs to be prone, not you. But well, I guess it doesn't matter him being prone. His movement's already 0 anyways. Yeah, I don't fucking know what I can do, man. I'm out of spell slots. I guess I'll use my action to recover a spell slot.
So the last thing that Lula did, just so everybody understands and everybody's clear on it, was Lula grappled around him, made sure he couldn't move his arm, and then turned around so that the guy's back was towards everyone else.
Oh, okay, I see. Fuck, man.
Where are those two located right now?
Fine, I guess it's just a move of desperation at this point. John's gonna run forward and he's gonna try and like grab the guy's arm and keep him from, or try and like grab his hand and keep him from being able to pull the cord.
Once you cut the cord.
and to like further restrain him.
Okay.
I guess I'll just roll athletics.
Excuse me.
That's a 2 total.
No.
You're unable to make your way into the wrestling grappling mess of Lula and this individual to get a proper grip on anything, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm gonna say John just runs up, and in the scuffle, he just gets like bumped away. Yeah, fuck it. So I guess he'll just outstretch a hand. He'll try and like trip the guy and knock him prone. That he's easier to handle. So I need a DC 15 strength save by him.
That makes it. Sorry.
No. All right, that's it. That's his turn.
Bad luck.
Yeah, dude, it's been terrible for me. Oh my god. I
See everything
hit
left.
one guy.
Aslan, you're up with Angios next.
So the guy is being grappled right now with his back towards us.
Yeah.
Has anyone tried just?
I should have just shot him.
Yeah, has anyone tried just splitting this guy's head open?
Oh, we need your help.
Okay, then Aslan is gonna come split his head open.
He won't see it coming. That's the point.
Yeah, they definitely need a specialist.
He
And you're
comes,
flanking.
he comes running full speed, and he's gonna use his momentum to just swing both his battle axes at the same time.
Just as John is like knocked away, like right at the last moment.
Okay. The right battle axe is gonna hit for 13 damage.
Oh,
Good hit.
God.
Yeah.
Second one is actually going to miss, I assume, with a 10.
Oh, boy.
So the right one is gonna sink, the left one's gonna miss, and he's gonna try to swing it one more time, the left one that missed. Let's see.
Collapses off the guy's skull, bites into his shoulder. The first one misses. The second one like digs deep into his shoulder.
Yeah, and then the third one that missed is gonna just swing around and come back for 13 damage on the neck.
How would you like to end it?
I think the right one was just like kind of scraped at the back of his skull, and then the second one just comes in and chops his head off clean.
Stunk. Duk, 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 as the bloodied head rolls across the floor.
Goodness sake. John takes a moment on the ground to recompose himself. And then he scrambles to his feet with the help of the chair next to him. And he says, well, the good news is, guys, that only important people get assassins sent after them. What the hell? That guy had a bomb on him. Oh,
Right.
there's one alive still. I think we should keep that one so we can ask him some questions. He looks over to Havel. Havel, these friends of yours?
Friends of mine? No. I point to Angios. Is like, is that one of your friends?
No, I'm here for the creature.
And I look at John, and it's like, yeah, I think this one is for you. And I start pulling out rope from my backpack, and I go to this guy and start tying him up with charm spell on the ready to cast if he tries to resist. Because I know if I jostle him, he'll wake up.
Okay.
Yeah. So I guess John would walk over towards Angios and he would say, the creature? Who do you mean?
I've been sensing a feared animal around here, and it's brought me to this location. I'm here only to protect it and see what's going on with him.
I think as he says this, Aslan is gonna realize and start walking towards the cubs.
Oh,
Pick him up.
you're talking of the hedgehog pups? Are you sent by Chief Spike?
I don't know. I was sent here by spirits, and as I got closer, I started feeling this fear from a creature. And as I started getting closer, it brought me to this battle.
Huh. You see, that's pretty weird. Well,
What's
yeah,
going on? Why is this creature in fear? What is the story of this creature? Why are you protecting it?
we rescued the 3 hedgehog pups from a monster's lair here within the town. It was their hostage, and I think it was saving them as food or something worse.
I see.
Yeah, but we intend to return them to their people.
May I help you in this adventure of returning the creature back to its forest?
You trying to take them off our hands?
I don't think I'll be able to do it on my own. I was only here to assess and see if I can help.
Well, we do need babysitters, and you seem like the type that's good with animals. He looks over to the 2 apes, and he says, "What kind of animals are those? What kind of beast folk? Do they talk?"
They can talk to me telepathically, but they could help you if I ask them to.
Well, that's
Is there a task you'd like them to do that they can help you with? But as for now, I think we should address these other guys, see what their story is, because I don't even know what's going on.
At about this point, the minute ends. Havel, could I ask you to roll a sleight of hand check to see how you tie this guy up?
Aye, aye, Captain.
Thank you very much. And tied as he is by Havel, he suddenly snaps out of it and looks around at you guys and goes, "What the hell's happened here?" His wild eyes darting in every direction. What was that?
12.
12? Thank you. Good to know.
John turns to the man and he says, "Seems like you guys made a mess of things. Now it's time to start talking if you're looking to not join them in the afterlife. Who sent you?"
Never been one with much to say.
I have my 2 apes surround the guy for intimidation.
He looks at them and then he starts making monkey faces like like in their faces.
Lula would like to grab the discarded head of the leader after putting the body on the ground and making sure the bomb doesn't go boom, and show it to the guy who's tied up and say, "Look, this was your boss. He had business with us. If you don't cooperate, you're gonna be like him."
The guy does everything he can to avoid looking at it. Lula, can you please make me a perception check, please?
Sure thing. I can do that with my eyes closed. Perception. And I rolled quite nicely. Shit, I thought that was 15.
9.
I rolled a 9.
A 9?
Okay.
Yeah.
You're not 100% sure of everything, but when you picked up the head, you thought the eyes looked at you.
That's it.
Yep.
Give you a little wink.
This guy is doing everything he can to avoid looking at the head. He's looking in every direction, looking at the ground.
I have one of the monkeys grab the guy's head and focus on holding it stable.
He looks at the head and he starts making funny faces at it, winking at it.
DM, I'm gonna go to the individual. I'm gonna cast Charm Person once again.
Okay.
Oh, I have that too, I think.
Hell yeah.
Wisdom save 16, please.
Fails.
It's a, hey, buddy. Oh, no, right here. Hey, hiya, buddy. Long time no see. How you doing?
Hey, buddy. What's up with you?
I don't know. You tell me. What's up? What? Looks like we were supposed to have a party tonight. We had one. Well, what's the party for?
He looks around and then he looks at the face, and he gives a wink to the face, to the head. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, it was supposed to be a funeral.
I didn't understand.
Oh no, we're way too young, way too handsome to have a funeral so early. Who are you working for?
Well, that one over there. He smiles and nods at the head emphatically.
And who is he working for?
Yeah.
He's a independent contractor.
No, your friend. Who contracted him?
He was here on revenge. The oldest mission in the oldest boss in the world. My guy licks his lips.
Oldest boss in the world?
You know, a two-headed snake. Revenge.
Oh,
Justice. Familial blood repaid with blood.
I look at John as like John, is this one of your doings again?
Yeah,
Yeah.
who was tampering with his brain?
And I thought I was supposed to be the weird one here. Goodness sake. No, I don't know anything about this. He just sounds like some kind of crazy assassin. The
Yeah.
line.
You're the one. Definitely the one. Green hair. It's the one we were looking for. John.
Why?
He's likely trying to scratch himself with his head.
John says, why? Why are you such a fan of me, huh?
Well, revenge, like we said, didn't we?
Revenge for what?
Well, you know, you kill a brother's gonna come looking for you, ain't he?
Damn it. I thought we got rid of that guy. Or at least the monsters did. I guess not. What was the name again? Hargrim? Hargrim Brothers?
Harden Brothers, yes.
Are you
My
kidding me?
boss.
Seems we missed one. But don't worry. I'll come for you. I'll come find him soon.
A couple more than that. A couple more still out there. No doubt I'll be looking for you.
Sounds like you guys got your hands full with this family.
So it seems I was hoping it'd all be forgotten, but what can you do? They ambushed us.
He looks at Lula holding the head and goes,
Is that what's going on here? This is an ambush by these jokers. Oh
Yo,
boy.
Switcher guy, I'm covered in blood. That's not gonna intimidate me.
So I guess we can turn this one over to the blue coats. Can let him explain
Yeah.
things.
Lula is gonna search the beheaded body. For anything of value besides the bomb.
And also,
You're sure you chopped this guy? You're sure Aslan beheaded this guy like a foot over there? Like there's a blood trail that seems to be like the body's been dragged, and you look around, it's weird. A question was being asked.
yes, DM on the down low. I'm gonna go to the two back bodies. I'm gonna rifle through the pockets, see if I can find any coinage.
Okay. You can find 6 silver, 13 copper between the two of them.
And any noticeable? I'm gonna check the
Roll an
body.
investigation check.
Roger.
So John looks around.
Roger.
He says, "Excuse me, I need to go make a complaint to management." Then he goes stomping downstairs to go speak to Barnaby.
Okay.
I'm going to give myself bardic inspiration with that as well.
Lula, you're investigating that body. Investigation check as well from you too.
You know, I forget about that bardic inspiration because I rolled a nat 1. I'm continuing the group theme. Nat 1's for everybody.
That one's for everybody.
Yep.
You find the coin. You find their weapons, which seem crude. One of them did have like a hammer shot pistol on them, but nothing grand. Lula, what was your roll?
11.
11. You're sure that this body was beheaded over there. Anyway, besides that, you do seem to notice first of all, this incendiary or explosive device attached to this individual with the ripcord on it. You find a sort of shotgun that seems to be placed down the back of the individual's pants, as well as 4 shells. And an additional 17 silver. 17 silver.
Sweet. Lula's gonna take these items and display them out, and she's gonna take out her rope to tie the legs and arms of the body together. I guess this body's like a headless chicken.
Okay. With that being said, what are you guys doing with the? Is anybody touching the bodies, moving the bodies, anything like that? Besides,
No, I'm actually gonna have my character try to speak to the cub animals,
Okay.
and just to see how it's feeling. Because my sole objective really is if it's safety.
So they're not animals. By hedgehog kin pups, they're humanoids.
Oh, they're
Right.
humanoids.
They're humanoids.
Okay.
Yeah.
I believe by this point Aslan comes out of the room with the 3 cubs on his in his arms.
They seem shaken. The one stands defiantly courageous.
Hey.
They don't speak, do they?
They're humanoids, dude. They do speak.
How are you guys doing? How are you? How did you get along with these people? That's what I'm trying to tell, but I can speak to them anyways.
Mm-hmm. Do you speak Beast Folk Common? Do you have a
Yes.
line? Yeah. Okay. So they will respond to you in Beast Folk Common. Well, I don't know. Everything was dark, and then they found us, and I mean, they've been feeding us pretty good. They say they're gonna take us home.
I'm here for you, just so you know that. I'm helping you here to get you back.
They sort of look at you, and the defiant one stands by and he goes, "Thank you."
And I kind of just let them be alone for now. Holding my Aslan's hands. What was his name? Aslan? Yeah.
Yep.
I just leave Aslan with them. And I just kind of just sit by and listen to you guys.
So John looks to Angios and he says, well, we wouldn't mind another pair of hands to help us get these little ones back to their people. As you can see, seems we got a bit of trouble trailing us.
I'm more than happy to help you guys. Seems like you need it.
Oh yeah.
We appreciate it. By the way, my name is John Morello. I come from the city up north called Baygate.
I'm
We're here to
Angios.
save the world.
I'm Angios. I come from the swamps.
You look like you come from the swamps. No offense.
A little muggy, I know. Nothing a shower can't fix.
True. So,
Who are the rest of your companions?
well,
Lula, where did you put the head while you were doing all of this? Sorry, it's an important detail.
That is a very good question. I believe Lula would have discarded the head, like threw it on the ground.
Just toss it.
Okay.
John
Yeah.
would look to Angios and he would say, "You'll have to forgive the mess. It's usually not like this." But anyways, I need to speak with Barnaby. Please excuse me.
By all means. I'm intruding on you.
Who has a passive perception higher than 14?
Shit.
14 or higher.
Perception. I got
14?
4.
Passive perception.
Oh, passive perception.
It should be on the same thing. Should have passive perception, passive investigation, passive wisdom, something like all 3 of those. Passive. What's the third one?
It's all the way on the left.
Yep, it's perception, investigation, and insight.
Insight. That's the one. Yeah. What does passive insight do? Anyway,
That's a good question.
can you find the number for us? Anyway, Lula,
What's your passive perception? Do you see it? Because you're
No.
probably the highest here, druid.
yeah, with the wisdom. you
Okay,
have
I,
a good one.
I got passive investigation, passive wisdom. So, okay, 14. It's 14.
14 as well.
Yeah.
Out of the corner of your guy's eyes, you notice a head rolling across the floor towards the doorway.
Oh, I will use Mage Hand, and it says no. I like take the Mage Hand and hook it by the nose like this, like a bowling ball. It's like, and when you just drag it back, I'm like, no, don't leave the party yet. Yeah, it seems like you're the guest of honor now.
John makes his way down the stairs. The bar is empty. Barnaby is not behind the counter. There's no one there.
This is really, really freaky. John all of a sudden feels really scared and he runs back up the stairs like a little boy. And then he makes it up into the pet house back again, and he's panting from that little tiny run, and he says, there's no one downstairs. Barnaby's gone. Something's really, really wrong. Maybe we should leave, guys.
You like slam the door behind you and like stand like a frightened child in front of the door, like.
Yeah, indeed.
I love it.
And why is that head floating around? You guys playing?
It's like, no, this head was just the head is about to roll out. I think there's something down there that's making this head want to come back to him. I look at the head. Is it peering, like looking at me, or is it just like dead-eyed looking at me?
Eyes now purple. Sorry, not purple. They wouldn't be purple. Face now pale. Blood now completely drained from this lifeless head. As you stare at it, holding it in the nose holes in the most disrespectful manner possible, and pull it close to peer at it, and the eyes sort of just look at you angrily, like.
Oh shit!
I was like,
And then you notice the two bodies on the other side sort of scramble, and you hear something like.
You know what? Do I see any candles around?
There's lanterns. They have oil lamps everywhere.
Ah, crap.
There's a couple of candles, but they're unlit. They're not like the main lighting in the room.
All right, so you know what? I'm going to take a candle.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to like put wax over the eyes, so they can't see.
Jesus.
Okay, so you start lighting the candle and start trying to drip wax into the eyes. Okay, what are the rest of you doing?
John,
That's a process. That's going to take at least 10 seconds. What are the rest of you doing?
John is watching this happen with a disturbed look on his face.
I tell my monkeys to look away.
I yell out to everybody. It's like something ain't right here. I think they can see through each other's eyes.
What the? Oh my goodness.
That is
I need
dumb.
to sit down.
You notice more shambling, a crawling sound.
Okay.
What is that? John looks around trying to notice the source of the sound.
Bodies. Bodies are moving.
Okay. Luna is going to shout out and say, "They're like headless chickens. Tie them down." She's gonna grab the rest of her rope that she didn't use on the body that she did tie up, and she's gonna fucking penny flop herself on the other two bodies and try fucking wrestle.
So you're pulling the rope and the one that you've already tied down with you.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And so like all three bodies together. Like,
Okay. Nah, I'll give that to you.
Just need to leave, guys.
Yeah, they already know whoever this organization is working with. They know where you're at, so they will probably be sending more people after this location.
Well, I'm not so worried about them, but I'm worried about the law. But if the bluecoats show up and there's just a bunch of bodies here, everyone's missing from downstairs. There's no witnesses to what really happened. Who knows? Maybe they killed Barnaby, and knowing bluecoats, it'll be easiest for them to blame it on us. So they have someone paying for all this. And I think the best thing for us is maybe to just leave right now. We already paid for the night, so we're not skipping out on the bill in case Barnaby's okay. He'll just have to figure out this mess here, because if anything, this is his fault, and is really piss poor security. You would think, the best in the West, the best, nicest place in town. No, they can't even have a guy at the door to keep the rabble out. They're freaking climbing up onto our balcony. Goodness sake, we'll have to leave a bad review or something.
They were probably paid.
Yeah. Plus, the customer service was terrible.
Oh, yeah. Got that right there. So just leave bodies and Hal just get out of here?
Lula, as you're tying these bodies together, you notice an arm sort of flop over and grasp onto one of the other bodies, and they seem to be pulling themselves all closer to each other. You notice the legs sort of starting to push one of the torsos in, and the ropes sort of seem to absorb as the flesh seems almost liquid and melted as the bodies press together.
Magic minds! Figure out what's going on!
You know what? At this point, I'm like, you know what? Screw this. I grab a lantern, and I throw the lantern on top of the bodies.
Okay.
With Lula rolling out the way.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I guess I can use that.
Rise. Is your mage hand still up?
Well, as of right now, it's still up, but I'm holding the head because I was pointing the wax on it.
Okay. The head's gonna try and bite you.
What are these things? Shit, me. Fuck.
Yeah, that's a natural 17.
Oh my god. So,
Sorry.
You know what? I am gonna. Do I have it on this particular class? Oh, you know what? I don't want rabies. I will use silvery barbs.
Okay. So I have to re-roll that, or have to -4 a D4 from it.
Yeah, no. It's it's a re-roll. It's like luck.
It's a re-roll. Great. 9. Yeah, no, that fails.
Yep. I toss the head back to my mage hand, and and throw the lantern at the other one. I throw the lanterns at the bodies to see what happens.
Ring. 3 bodies, the one headless corpse seem to start to emerge into each other's head. And you notice as the eyes of one of the bodies seem to push into its hand, forms the arm, as it emerges one amorphous, seemingly 6
Nick,
head creature.
You get really bad lag.
Oh, that sucks.
Okay, I think you're back. So go back to the eye again. I was pushing out of its head, one of the bodies.
As the creatures ride together and sort of the limbs and the arms and the heads push together, as one of these creatures tries to grab one of the other corpses' heads to pull it into itself, you notice that as it pulls, the eye just morphs through and sort of merges into the skin and emerges on one of the arms as the limbs sort of writhe from this body that's in the corner. And it's screaming as it's engulfed in the flames. You hear that inhuman, nasty howls from this creature as it's engulfed in the flames.
Well, that was certainly the thing that just happened. Sorry.
I think I'm gonna Eldritch Blast it.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Well, what else?
You're-
What else do?
You're top of initiative, John. Unless everybody would like to roll again.
Oh God, that's an 11. Second part of the beat is a 16.
Hmm.
Nick, you still with us? Does it
Yep.
hit?
So the second one was a 16. 16 hits.
Okay,
Sorry.
So 11 force
Yeah.
damage.
15 natural. 11, not bad.
Oh, you got the marker out.
I'm just shouting, kill it, hero Tom!
Can I cast a spell real quick right now, or do I have to wait?
Breaking
It's
out
Aslan's turn. You're
fire.
next.
Okay.
And that's his turn. Next is Aslan.
Aslan, you're up.
So it's an amalgamation risen in front of us, or what?
Where's it located?
It seems that the skin, flesh, and bones of these bodies sort of mold together, and it's now in the doorway.
That's all.
The
fair
rope
enough.
that Lula has tried to tie this thing up with has just sort of merged into its body and become part of this writhing mash of flesh, bones, and eyes staring back.
Damn it.
I guess Aslan will run into the master bedroom that's nearby and lay down the pups on the bed.
Okay.
And then he's gonna run out again, and he's gonna jump the creature while raging again.
But is it on fire?
It's on fire.
Okay. He's gonna reckless attack as well.
Hey.
Does a 12 hit?
12 does not hit.
Okay, wait. He's gonna strike one more time for 6 damage.
What was the 6 damage?
Yeah, it will. I
Six
rolled
to
a
hit.
25 for 6 damage.
Oh yeah, that hits. Sure.
I'm assuming it hits. So
Yeah.
and
6
then
damage.
and then the last hit, it's a nat 20,
Beautiful.
Uh-huh.
which hits for 8 plus 10 plus 3. Or 8 plus 2, 10,
Keep adding
13,
it up. Keep adding it up.
15.
By the way, your rage dropped, so you have to re-rage. By the way, if you
Yeah,
want.
he did.
Okay.
Yeah, so 15,
So 15
damage.
total.
Yeah,
Nice. That's a good turn, man.
and that's it.
Good one. As Aslan just starts chopping into this writhing mass of flesh and bone, which means Angios. It's you next.
Since I'm already within range of this, is this one creature or is this 4 creatures?
It's 3 corpses seeming to all melt and merge into each other.
Okay. On the collective mass of this form, I'm gonna cast Earthbind.
Okay.
Choose one creature within seeing range. Yellow strips of magical loop around the creature. That creature must succeed in a strength saving throw or a flying speed to reduce its speed to 0.
For strength saving throw fails, speed is reduced to 0.
Yeah. And that costs me one more spell thingy. Hang on, let me find my little spell shit.
As
Yeah,
the
so it's
creatures,
a DC 15 strength save.
we hadn't failed.
Okay, so yeah, so it's bound.
What does it look like when you cast the spell? Like, what's your character's?
So
I think it's only verbal, so you have to just say something.
yeah, into the room rings comes forth. 5, 6,
Better than
7,
that.
almost like 20 yellow giant rings go around it and just tighten up on it.
He looks
So
like
it's all-
Sonic the Hedgehog dying, but in reverse.
Yes, and as it goes around the creature, it just tightens up on it, like squishing it,
Okay, cool. That's good to know.
and it's on fire still.
Yep.
All right. Now, does that count as an action, or I can still do a
That's your
second?
action.
That's my action. All right. So now that it's bound, I guess I'm it's right there. I brought my monkeys kind of flank around it.
Alright.
Not monkeys, they're apes.
Apes.
mean- Yeah, they're apes.
Oh wait, can I move them or they move on their own? I forgot.
You can drag it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I would have them attack, but I think you have to wait for their own turn.
No, they can attack.
Alright,
I mean,
cool.
if your turn is over, they can attack.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm pretty much done. So,
Make your attack for them then.
all right. So yeah, I'm going for first attack.
Yeah, they have 2 attacks. Each
first
one is
one
up
is-
+5.
Yeah, 5 feet. Yeah, okay. So you already know. All right, cool. All right. So D20, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So just roll a d20 4 times.
Fuck. I got a 2,
Well, that's a fail.
7. Jeez, these monkeys are useless.
These apes are just wailing on this thing.
That's 8 total damage.
Yo! All right, come on, 20. All right, thank God.
Terrible. Oh, there we go. 23. All right, roll a 1d6 and it's +3 for damage.
Hell yeah.
3.
So that's 6 damage.
6 damage. Nice. That's not bad. As the ape wails on this form. That's
That's
it? That was
It's-
one hit?
That was one hit, I know.
Oh man, sorry. Alright, that means it's me up. As
Yeah.
this writhing mass, unable to move, and wriggling in front of you all. It can see the ape. It can reach the apes and Aslan, as yet. Okay. The first thing that will happen is one of these limbs will emerge out, and instead of a hand, it seems that as it's attached its arm to its body, it's just ripped the hand off, and the hand is now merged with the flesh, and instead there's just the sharp bone of its forearm, which it just
Fuck yeah.
plunges and stabs into Aslan. That hits.
That's hardcore.
For that's okay, so this literally it crits on a 19 or a 20. That was very close. Sorry guys, my dice are not organized.
No problem.
It does a total of 16 plus 5 plus so that's 26 bludgeoning slashing damage, which you can then halve. I rolled max damage on 2 dice.
Yeah.
No, I rolled nearly max damage on 2 dice. That was a big one. That was a big one. But still, it's dangerous.
Stealing our luck away, guys.
Because another one of these limbs seems to pull itself free of the creature. This could have maybe been a leg at some point, but now with its flesh melting, it seems more like just a grasping, flesh-writhing tentacle, which slaps out at one of the monkeys. That hits as well. Shit. Okay. Max. So that's 14 plus. So that's 19 on one of the apes. As this tentacle lashes out, wrapping around it.
19. He's got armor class of 12.
It hit. Yeah, no, it hit. It was like a 19, a natural
Okay.
19 plus.
Oh dear
So it hit.
God.
So it did 19 damage.
Yeah, and I think my monkey's dead.
The monkey poofs back onto back off the material plane, back to the Feywild, as it into dust as this creature viciously assaults it. Then from its putrid, horrendous form, it seems to, as what looks like one of the heads opens up, and a huge amount of horrific green bile acid launches itself at basically everyone. Basically everyone.
All right.
Let me double check the range on this.
My ass way in the back.
No,
Basically,
no, he's gonna miss one of the apes.
Well, one ape is dead.
one ape is missed. You're right. Yeah. Depending on where I based it from, Havel might have been missed as well. But no, everyone is in range of this. I need everybody to please make me. Yeah.
What?
Everybody except the one ape. Kaio is right. I'll give it to you. Everybody except the one ape, please make me a dexterity saving throw. As this green bile acid is launched at the party. The smell is horrific.
Oh, thank goodness. I got a 17.
I got 12.
That fails. 13 fails. Lula?
14.
14? That's the DC.
Lula got a, God damn it, 19.
Yeah, so everyone passes except Angios.
It was a 15 DC, so
15? So 14
yeah,
fails. Okay.
yeah, so Havel fails as well, I'm afraid. That means both of you are sorry, 1 second. Get my dice organized. Because I'm gonna need to do some counting. These are some big boy numbers. I'm sorry, everybody.
That's all right.
Poison was this, man? Fuck.
As you take 28 acid damage,
Who?
Angios and
Havel.
Havel.
28.
What about the rest of us? Do we take half or nothing?
I'm at 16 life. Jesus.
But you take it at the start of your next turn.
As
Sorry,
the
my
bird,
bad.
The damage you
take
take
it
as
as
the bird, it doesn't get knocked. It doesn't get taken off your hit points. That damage was only on the bird. It doesn't pass over. Just so you know.
The bird. What bird?
Like you got attacked when you were the giant eagle, so the damage
Oh, got you.
you don't. Once you go back to human form, you don't have that damage anymore.
So the rest of you are not covered in this bile. You two are covered in this bile, and at the start of your next turn, will take 28 damage.
Got you.
Jesus Christ.
28 acid damage, to be clear. With that, you notice the creature seems to ooze, and blood and other strange liquids seems to just drip from its form. And that's my turn.
Lovely. That
Yeah,
was just horrible.
let's not let it have another turn, guys. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's the
Do
plan.
you guys see why I picked the name of the episode?
Yes. Yes, now I see.
Lula, it's your turn.
Nick, of the guy with the bomb, 2 shotguns, the device,
One
and 4
sort of shotgun.
and 1.
Where did you get 2 sort of shotguns?
My
One
imagination.
sort of shotgun that he had tucked down his pants. Have you ever seen that? Have you guys ever seen that video? Like, why you slacking, bro? That's what he had.
Yeah, but doesn't Lula have her own shotgun?
You have your own shotgun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what
you
was
have-
your point? You got your Sonos shotgun. You got 4 shells. What else? What else are you asking me for?
The bomb and 4 shovels.
4 shells.
Oh, shells. Oh,
Shotgun
okay.
shells.
Okay. All right. Lula realizes that she had earwax in her ears, so she decides to use her own shotgun to deliver some maximum justice. So she rolls. Wow, she's got some butterfingers right there. She rolled a
It's a
4 to hit.
4 to hit.
Yeah.
As you just put a hole in the wood floor paneling, hoping there's no one sleeping below you.
All right. I
You
guess
with the other shotgun, right? It's already loaded, isn't it?
Yeah, you can ignore the loading property if you got 2 guns.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, use a short shotgun then. Shit. Oh my god, natural 20!
So you shoot your own shotgun, and you're like, and then you go and scramble and pick up the one that you put on the table.
Yeah. Okay, how do you know? There's no damage thing for sono shotgun, so should I just use a shotgun stat?
It's exactly the same. The difference in things is the lightness and stuff. Anyway, but the damage is exactly the same.
Yeah, it'll be 2d12 if it wasn't a 20. I don't see your roll though.
Okay, 2d12.
Your roll didn't show up on a D&D Beyond.
It did for me.
Oh, okay.
I see it.
I can see it.
14. Yeah, 14.
I did it manually. 14 plus 2. 16. 16 damage.
Oh no, wait, the first roll is max, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it was already max. Oh, you already rolled a 12. Yeah.
So 16 damage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have a shield, so yeah. Let's just say Lula moved herself a little bit forward first, and then delivered some maximum justice.
You got spread shotgun or something? Jesus.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are limbs flying?
Yeah, it's a bonus action to reload her own shotgun and turn or something. There you go. Nick, am I on red?
Sorry, what did you say?
Bonus action to reload shotgun, so it's ready for next round and turn.
Sure, good for it. That means it is Avel.
Okay. Being doused in the thing, I take damage like a trooper, so 20 damage. Does the fire seems like it's having an effect on the body, or it's doing absolutely nothing?
Hold up, you said that part of his next turn, that's when he takes the damage, so does he take it now?
You mute it.
Muted. You're muted.
Fuck, sorry, guys, I thought I unmuted myself. Havel, you are covered in this acidic bile, as John said. You take 28 damage.
So this is the first time I'm taking the 28 damage, or this is the second time?
First time.
Oh, thank goodness. I thought you guys were gonna take damage twice.
I was about to say I would have been down already.
Yeah, for real.
for real. Welcome to the game, guys.
When I threw the oil lantern on top of the bodies, does it seem like it's doing any damage, or is
okay? Sorry, I think I said this when I was muted. It took 6 damage at the end of its last turn.
Is it
fire
okay?
damage?
Okay. With that being said, there's like, oh crap. Do I know anything to get rid of this bile on me, or no? Okay.
Seems to be acidic bile that is not covering your body.
I will. You know what? I'm gonna keep hammering this thing because I am. Yeah. So I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers again. I'm gonna cast it on 2nd level.
Okay.
And give me another Wisdom saving throw.
17 total.
17 total. Oh, I don't think I'm that type of ward. I don't have.
Does it take half damage at least?
I think Dissonant Whispers save a suck, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Havel, does it take half damage? No.
No, I think it's still all in and on.
Yeah.
I could
As you try and whisper
it takes
dissonantly and
save.
okay, roll the damage then. As you try and whisper dissonantly into this creature's minds, but it seems that it's got too many ears. stretched out brain matter to properly take all the damage that it could from this spell.
I wish I had that. Was it cutting words where?
Yeah.
But because I rolled good, it's like 18 damage.
Nice.
But
And half of that, so 9.
Yes. I'm gonna after getting acid splash. I yell out. It's like I only do golden showers, not acid showers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm running. You know, I'm going to run into this corner away from line of sight.
Sure. Okay. Understandable.
Have a nice day.
Yeah.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, that is my turn. Thank you very
John,
much.
you're up.
John's gonna say Eero time. He's gonna Eldritch Blast.
I'm sorry, bro.
Oh, wait. I think I could do a bonus action.
Oh, team's hit.
DM, if you allow me, I would like to give Bardic.
Damage
Bardic.
Bardic? I
Bardic
think that's a
inspiration.
subgenre of something.
Bardic inspiration. I'm going to give it to Troll Boy. Troll Boy, you get D6.
Sure. John, you have a bardic inspiration now.
Well, I can save it, right? I don't need to use it this turn.
No.
All right,
Last
cool.
some minutes.
No.
Is that
10 minutes.
Or is it for damage also?
You can add it to anything, as far as I can
Anything.
tell,
Now, here's the thing.
except damage.
No. Damage is excluded, but if you use the Bardic inspiration and you still fail on your roll, it stays with you. It's not spent. It's only spent if you succeed. That's one thing.
College of Eloquence, right?
Yes.
Nice.
Great.
Nice. In that case, it's a 2 hits for a 24 damage.
24 damage. That's not a bad hit at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, upon seeing the vial, he's also going to run over into this door. Right here.
Okay.
He presses up near Havel, but he tries not to touch him, looking repulsed. And that's his turn.
If you guys thought you smelled bad the other day, think of that plus acid.
Oh, jeez.
Sake.
That means it is Aslan.
Aslan is gonna hold strong as he continues hacking to this creature. Can he somehow get behind this creature? Like, is there enough space between the?
No, absolutely not. It's the reason I've left it with those 3 tokens is because it's literally like a mound.
Okay, then fuck it. He's just gonna tear into it with a reckless attack.
Okay, good to know.
So the first attack hits for 8 damage.
Good hit.
Second attack hits for 9 damage.
Nice.
And the third attack, I guess, misses with an 11.
11 does miss, yes.
Yeah. And as he does this, he's gonna also roar at the creature. He's gonna daunting roar it. So he needs to give a DC 14 wisdom saving throw.
Sorry, that's a natural 18, bro. I'm going to put these dice away, guys. My dice have been doing too well today.
Oh, shit, yeah.
I'm gonna use the new ones.
Yeah, goodness sake, man.
Wait. I think I might be able to do something. I do have something that's similar to it.
What's that? What are you gonna do for us, bro?
I can't because it's a bonus action and it's not a reaction. So I don't think I do have something that's like cutting words. It's called unsettling words, but it's a bonus action.
Yeah.
Is that a
Bad
reaction?
luck.
It's on your turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aslan, are you done?
He's also gonna take a step to his right and reposition over here.
Okay.
That's it.
Good to know. With that,
Yeah, crap.
this creature while it has previously been covered in blood and bile and all of these horrible liquids and corrosives, and it's definitely having a harder time keeping its limbs together. Now that Aslan, Jesus, went like cut it up like a Christmas turkey, frankly. You notice that while it was, like an arm was grasping out and sort of pulling the body back towards itself, it's now finding it more difficult to do that. Angios, would you like to proceed with your turn?
Yes. We are on the second floor of this building, correct?
You guys are on like the 4th floor of this building.
The fourth
yeah.
floor, even better. Alright, so the cantrips, I can use as a spell, right? For example, controlled flames.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw out controlled flames, and I'm gonna expand it downward, hopefully creating a hole to where he would fall through.
Oh,
You want to try and like drive the flames on the creature downwards?
Yeah, so it starts intensely burning the ground he's standing on, so it just not there no more.
I like it. It's very cool. It's going to take more than a turn to do that.
Okay.
Does that make sense? It's
Sure.
like you can push the flames downwards, but like it'll still have to ignite the wood and then burn the wood before it'll collapse. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I got you. So far, between being earthbound with him not moving at 0% speed or whatever, then
Mhm.
this and everyone else gained up on him, I think it might work.
You're gonna do that? Okay, no, you
Go
can do
there.
that. I'm just letting you know. Okay, so you control the flames. The flames start moving downwards.
Yeah,
That's an action, right?
I started doing like a little
Action.
meditating pose. I just started meditating this.
Okay. I would like some sort of roll so that I can determine how many turns it should take. My thinking, Kaio, is it would have been an Arcana roll, but of course he's a Wisdom caster. What's like the equivalent of that for a Druid?
Maybe nature.
Nature? Do you have Nature as a skill? Are you proficient with it?
he should.
You should be as a Druid.
Yeah.
he,
Yeah, so give me a Nature roll. So what you should be able to do on D&D Beyond is go to your skills and just click on Nature, and it should roll it automatically and add your modifier and everything.
It's
Yeah.
in alphabetical order, so you should see.
So I rolled a 12, so I got 16 all day.
16 all day. Okay, that's good. Okay, so I'm -1 from it. Okay, I have a counter. I have a D4 counter going on now.
No.
I love it. That's creative. It's brilliant.
That
Is there anything else
that
you'd
is
like
a
to
really
do? Have you
great
bonus
idea.
action?
I can also have the monkey throw an attack, correct?
yeah.
Hell,
All right.
Once your turn is over, yeah.
Okay. Pretty much gonna take. Yeah, I'm gonna stand my ground. I'm done.
Are you gonna stand where you are in case it throws?
Did you take the 28 damage? Sorry, I
Yes,
forgot.
I did. Yes, I did.
Okay.
I'm currently at 24 right now.
I'm real sorry, guys, but I really need to use the restroom.
No worries.
Yeah, I'm kind of standing there like, why?
The apes attack.
All right, cool. So I roll D20 and he has another attack, rock.
Multi attack too, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and use rock. Is that straight? No, that's range. Never mind. Yeah, let's go for fist.
Mm-hmm.
hey,
Hey.
That was one. Here's a second. Yo, these monkeys suck. Jesus. These
missed.
monkeys are horrible. He's
Bad
standing in
luck.
front of him. Bad luck. Nah, man, these things are created out of dog shit.
too much monkey business. Hey,
That means it's
That's
my turn.
it.
The
That's
head
not her.
that you guys had left alone that is now flying around in the mage hand that has since been dropped.
Check.
Now rolls behind whoever's standing furthest back in the party, which is unfortunately Mr. Angios himself, as the head rolls towards your ankles Angios and takes a bite.
Oh, come on.
14 total.
I can't see it coming. Kick it.
14 total. What's your AC?
Hang on. I know
Find
it's
it.
here somewhere.
It has a big shield symbol.
Please tell me.
Ah, there it goes. Armor class 12.
12. Did you equip your armor?
Well, that's fine.
Did you equip like any leather, anything you had? Because man, it gets you.
So go to inventory. If you go to
yeah, I
inventory,
see it. Yeah, I just got leather armor. It went up to It went up to 13.
Good. That's what
So
you need.
it makes it a 13?
Yeah.
What did I just roll? Sorry, I forgot.
14, I think you said.
Yeah, no, it still makes it. Sorry, mate.
Am I dead?
It's 13 damage
Oh, thank God.
as the thing bites into your leg. Nastily. It's not nice.
What?
It's like a bite out of crime.
Meanwhile, the other one, first of all, with the same bone limb, takes another stab at Aslan. That's a natural 20.
Silvery barbs.
This fucker.
I pop in the head. I pop out of the head and it's like, try again.
You see why I hate divination wizards? That's a 17, so at least it's not a crit, but fuck. You see why I hate divination wizards? Because they can do this shit. Okay. As this long, bony appendage. DM. That's fair. No, you didn't. I said it was fine. I'll take full responsibility for this. Just know that I am angered and saddened by it, and it makes the threat of a TPK ever closer. Sorry, I have to reread what. Man, it's nearly still a crit. Anyway, so it does. Jesus, I got it. So 18 plus 5, 23, right? 23? 23 slashing damage on Aslan, which you can then half.
Oh no!
As it slashes through him with the bone.
Aslan will grunt as he gets stabbed with the bone.
Lula will notice what looks like it might have been a foot, which is now inversed and turned around and seems to have some writhing organs on it as it launches out at her.
Oh.
And that's a miss. Okay.
What did you roll?
I got a natural 8, so it doesn't matter at this point.
Yeah.
Oh no, never mind. And then finally, the last thing that the creature does is everyone within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh shit.
Whatever.
Creature,
Was it wisdom?
Creature
And we don't have
stands in place.
You said wisdom, right?
Wisdom, yes. I don't think you have to make it. I think you're just out of it.
What? This is my life sucks.
Yeah, no, you're Angios, you're safe.
Oh, thank God! Life does not suck.
Angios and Havel, you guys are like 35 feet. So
I'm
you three are good.
behind John. I'm behind John.
As you guys notice, the creature starts to writhe and wriggle, and the eyes start to flash, and the two mouths on it start to jabber and says, "That's for us to death, the tomb of all mankind." And I would like your wisdom saving throws, please, Lula and Aslan, and the monkey.
11.
A monkey got 8.
That's a fail.
Monkey dead.
Lula.
2.
That's a fail. Monkey.
8.
That's a fail.
Monkey, no!
As all three of them start to notice as reality seems to wave and dip around them. And the only thing that starts to be real is this writhing mass of flesh, bones, eyes, and bits. And that seems to be the most sane thing you see, as the chairs seem to dance around you, and everything in the room begins to move and expand and distort until finally your brains feel like they're cracking and breaking under the pressure of a total of 25 psychic damage.
God damn.
You are deafened until the end of your next turn. And Lula, you rolled the 2, right?
Yes.
You're also blinded until the end of your next turn.
Damn.
Blinded by the light.
I guess the ape is blinded also, aren't? Because he got what, a 1 or something?
Oh,
Yeah,
monkey's
the ape would be
dead.
blinded as well.
Wait, so we're all blinded?
But I think he got blasted. Aslan, what did you get?
11.
No, you're not blinded. You're just deafened.
Okay.
11. So if you fail by more than 5, then you're blinded as well.
Ah, tonight's a momentous night.
And that's my turn. As Lula is blinded and deafened, as the screams of the creatures seem to become the screams of your friends and children, and the laughter of your childhood playmates and your siblings, and the building around you starts to warp in its reality until you're standing on the inside of a stomach. And the only thing that seems normal is the creature writhing in front of you.
Ah, that's nasty. Ah, God.
Is he still on fire?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I need to roll that other d6 of fire damage. Yes, it's still on fire.
Thank you.
Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah. Good call.
And he's still on Earthbound too, right?
Yeah.
Can't move, yeah.
Well, the last thing that Lula saw before the world went dark and silent very violently was that there was a huge mass of flesh in front of her. So, hope to God this hits with disadvantage, I assume.
Question for you: does it take more fire damage because not only is it on fire, but the ground it's standing is now on fire as well?
Yeah, I'll give it to you because I like that direct flames.
Yeah, that floor should be giving way pretty soon.
I'll give you another d6 of fire damage.
Sweet.
Lula, with disadvantage.
Okay. The shotgun blast, she rolled a 4. So I don't know where the fuck she shot.
Wasn't what you were aiming at.
Yeah.
You seem to shoot a blood vessel pumping on the inside of the stomach.
Dissatisfied with the vibe that she got that she missed. She remembers she has a hammer-lock pistol on her, takes a pot shot she hopes, at the monster, and she rolls a 13.
That misses.
Well, bonus action to reload one of them. And
Oh, which one? The shotgun?
Oh, no. Bonus action to use second wind, because, yeah. She needs it.
Okay, then.
All right.
That's your turn?
Yeah, sorry. Yes, that's my turn.
That means that Havel, you're up next.
Okay, knowing, peering around the head. Oh yeah, around the corner, not around the head. I noticed
Please
that
take
Lula,
28. Please take 28 acid damage.
Again? Oh my god.
At the start of
Oh, it's
every one of your
continuous?
turns.
Ah, jeez. Yeah, I'm down then.
Sorry.
Oh,
Is he
That's
still
it.
caught in it? Is he still burning?
Still burning.
I'm gonna piss on
Are you down?
Yeah,
That's
I'm
it?
down.
Sorry, man. That means that John, you're up next.
God. So like a bucket of water or something in this room.
Yeah.
So yeah, John's gonna he's not even gonna run up to it. He's gonna use his telekinesis to pick up this bucket of water and bring it over and try and douse Havel in it.
So there's basically a big like keg of water that sits on top of one of the things that has a spout that you can like easily crank open for stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess in that case, John would drag Havel's body under it. And he just hopes to gods that his friends can handle the monster. And then he's gonna open up the spigot and he's gonna use his action to try and clean the. He's gonna pull out a handkerchief and try and wipe off the bile.
Okay.
And that's his turn.
That's your turn. Aslan.
Aslan, he drops down from one knee, holding his head after the psychic damage. But he is gonna stand up reluctant or with much difficulty and
defiantly.
He's very defiant as he swings his battle axes, but he's no longer reckless.
Okay.
As he wait, does a 12 hit?
Does not, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so he stands up, throwing his battle axe vertically upwards, and then it misses. Second one follows through, though, and it hits with a 24.
That's it, yeah.
For 10 damage.
Nice, that's a good hit.
And then he's gonna bring his right axe down for one last hit. 19. For 9 damage.
For 9 damage? That's not a bad hit at all. This thing is starting to wave and shake where it stands.
And that's his turn.
Angios, it's your turn. Please take 28 acid damage.
I'm dead.
My apologies. Welcome to the game.
Yes, sir.
That means it's my turn again.
God. Ready?
What happens when 2 people are down? It's going to strike out with the bone limb at Aslan again. Missing this time.
Whatever he said, Angios, the microphone didn't pick it up.
What happened?
If you said anything, the microphone didn't pick it up.
I was saying two people are down right now, right?
Yeah.
It's not looking good.
No, it's not.
It's all right,
guys.
More than half the party is still standing, so I think.
On my body laser, I managed to get this up there, and I fell back down.
A limb covered in the same bile strikes out for the blinded Lula.
And deafened.
Blinded and deafened. Fails any ability to check. Requires.
Call me Devin Killer right now. Fuck.
Yeah, pretty much. But it doesn't get any advantage on its attack against you still. And that's a 16 total. That hits, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Not having that shield sucks, right? As the bile-covered limb strikes out at you for a total of 14 bludgeoning damage and an additional 7 acid damage as the same bile splatters across you and burns your skin, though you can't see exactly what the hell is going on.
I'm not gonna be seeing for very long. I mean,
finally, the creature writhes in its place and tries to oh, never mind. It's not going to do that. Okay. That's my turn.
What? Wait, is it trying to move?
It can't move, yeah.
No, it can move.
Oh, the
Tile's
Earthbind's
down.
been dropped, hasn't it? Yeah. Spell's gone. Never mind, it can move. You're right.
oh no!
What about the fire? What about the fire on the floor? The floor's still there?
Dude, you're actually right. My counter was on 1. That means this is the turn. As it tries to move, in fact, though the earthbind has been dropped, floor is now burnt. And as this creature starts to lumber forward, there's a crack and a creak and a crash as the whole floor collapses below it. And the creature is suddenly floor below all of you. And takes a d6 of fall damage,
Oh, hell yeah.
which is 4 fall
I mean-
damage. That's not terrible.
What about the fire damage?
Thank you for reminding me about the fire damage.
You keep forgetting things, don't you?
It,
I can't remember everything.
Only when it
True,
suits
I'll give
him.
you that.
it's
I
a
only
lot.
remember things when it's what I need to remember.
It's a lot.
The
Fair,
creature is really
fair.
not looking great. And Lula, it's your turn.
Am I free
You've
of
heard
the
this.
Helen Kelleness?
No, you are not.
I'm useless. How long does it last?
Let me double check.
Are they still deafened as well?
Perception, each creature 30 minutes. Under the other, it says.
Yeah.
Oh no! End of the creature's next turn, so it's done.
Oh,
You're not
good.
kill it anymore. You're good now. Yep.
All right, great. Lula has a bit of a shock, just getting 2 of her senses back, and reacts to the violence on her. So creature's down there. So she whips out the one thing that has never failed her ever since she got it at the start of her adventure. Astral Iron Duster Knuckle Fang. Gets it on her favorite arm. She sees the hole, and she uses gravity to cover the distance and wallop on it, using both her attacks on that meaty boy.
Please make your rolls
Hell yeah!
as you go to Marvel Hero Punch this this writhing form.
Have you used your action surge yet?
Big bud.
Have you used your action surge yet?
Because you can also action surge.
The sad thing is, I have. So it has to go down now.
Please roll your attack.
The
When
first
did you
attack
use
is
your action
16.
surge?
No, use second wind. You said last
You
round.
used second wind, yeah.
Surge.
I
So
don't
you
think
can
I
have your
You
second.
can action surge back with every short rest, and we have short rested 100%.
Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Sorry.
Yeah.
Something.
Because you made an action surge like within the creature's lair, but then after that, like we've had drinks, we've sat down. I mean, I've been taking short rests on John.
right.
We've had like
You're
a
right.
couple of opportunities to do so. We went to the bath.
Yeah, weren't you guys drinking whiskey earlier?
Yeah,
So
no, we were.
I think this is the first time I've actually noticed I have action surge. I haven't used it yet, so perfect.
So you can go.
You
You
take
can go ahead and attack 4 times if you want with the action surge.
4 times. But it says 1 additional action. So isn't that 3?
No. So it's
If you have,
additional main
multi-
action.
Oh, but then I attack twice, meaning 4.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
you
You
go.
can attack twice with each action.
All right. Okay, so let me just roll 4 times just to save time. So the first one is a 16.
I mean, if you do the D6 damage, you could attack 6 times, right, instead of the D8. Because you get your offhand attack, and with the new rules, you can attack. You can do all 3 attacks with just your action. So technically, you could do 6, but then you roll a D6 for damage instead of D8. You know what I mean? I've been fighting unarmed.
I'll be right back.
I'm going to go with the D8.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So 4 times. It's attacking 4 times. First roll is that. Second roll is that. Third roll is that. Fourth roll is okay. 16 and 21 to hit. Does that hit?
Wait.
16, 21 to hit.
Nice.
Perfect. Let me roll damage. So for the 16, I rolled a 4, and for the 21, I rolled a 8.
Have you already described your hero moment?
I guess me going in was the hero moment. Yeah.
Lula
everything-
comes
everything or
crashing
nothing.
down onto this writhing form, covered in bile, blood, and bits of body. She smashes it, turning the entire form of this writhing creature into goop, bile, and blood. It's a mess. Lula's covered in blood. And your other companion is still taking 28 damage a turn, though John has successfully washed the bile off of Havel.
Wait, but before we continue, Lula would just like to, upon seeing the thing no longer being solid but liquid, she'd like to scream out in victory.
We couldn't hear
And,
it. Do it into the mic. Do it into the mic.
No, I didn't set up my mic today.
You failure.
That's probably because you got to turn off crisp.
Yeah, I'm turning off Chris.
Let's hear it. I want to hear it in all of its glory.
This might hurt. 3, 2, 1.
There we go.
I didn't hear that. Say that again. Say that again.
I'll save the eardrums for another time. And she scuttles back upstairs like the injured thing that she is.
She's just gonna take the stairs. She's gonna like walk out of the apartment.
John has successfully washed the bile off of Havel, though he still lies unconscious before you. Your other companion lies unconscious, and you guys hear the faint sound of sizzling.
Yeah,
As
yeah.
the
So
body-
as soon as Havel looks clear and he looks like he's not gonna burn to death immediately, he's not gonna melt to death, shall we say? John is gonna run over into the main room again, and he's going to check on Angios, and I guess he would start dragging him as well over to the water thing. Ooh.
Angios looks like he's starting to be digested.
Yeah,
So
So-
we'll run and help John.
I can dash right and do this and like grab his body and start dragging it. So let me measure this real quick from where he was. That's 35 feet. So I can almost make it there and back. So we're close, but not quite. All right, and that's his turn.
Okay. Well, I think Lutando has had load shedding. Is that correct?
Oh my god, creepy.
And with that, the two companions, seemingly washed of this bile, though still unconscious, unsure of what their fate will be, the rest of the party scrambling a burnt hole in the bottom of the Best in the West's floor. What will come of this? Dun dun dun! I guess you're gonna have to find out next week.
Oh my goodness.
As we end the session there, thank you everybody for watching. I hope you had as much fun as we did. We'll see you in the next one.
That was amazing, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
See you around.
Good times. Good times.